Australia. I'm Toby Kay, and I'm going back in time to interview one of Australia's first explorers. I'm pleased to meet you, John Oxley. My pleasure, miss. My name is John Joseph William Molesworth Oxley. I was born in England in the early 1780s. What a coincidence! I was also born in England in the early 2000s. Please tell me about your life in England. I was born in Kirkham near Yorkshire. When I was 11, I enrolled in the Royal Navy. My career took me to the African coastline at age 17. Wow, that's another coincidence. My dad was born in Africa. Can you please tell me, Surveyor John Oxley, when you came to Australia? I remember I travelled to Australia twice, surveying the coast of Van Diemen's Land. That's now known as Tasmania. Then in 1812, I was appointed Surveyor General of New South Wales. What does a Surveyor General do? Surveyor General, I explore parts of Australia. I did 3 important expeditions in Australia. Can you tell me about your first expedition? I went west of Bathurst along the Lachlan River. I also discovered good grazing lands. I travelled through swampy marshlands. I had to turn back to Bathurst. In this expedition, 2 of my horses died. Oh, that's so sad. Please tell me about your next expedition. In this expedition, I went northwards along the Macquarie River. Just again, swamps stopped me, so I went east along the Castle Ridge River. Here, I discovered rich soil lands of Liverpool Plains. So I continue east, crossing the Great Dividing Range. In this expedition, I also discovered Hastings River. I followed the river back to the sea. I found and named Port Macquarie. Wow! Interesting! How was the next expedition? Well, Toby Kay, it goes like this. I was told to find a new place to house the convicts that kept arriving from England. I sailed up the coast into Queensland. There I found some convicts who survived an earlier shipwreck and had been living with the Aborigines. So I was led by these convicts down the river. When I returned to Sydney, I recommended that Moreton Bay should be the place to house the convicts. That's another coincidence. I live in Brisbane, close to Moreton Bay. The convicts settled around Redcliffe in 1824. What did you do after your expeditions? Governor Lachlan Macquarie gave me land across from Sydney. I named my property Kirkham and lived there with my wife Emma Norton and 2 sons. Thank you, Surveyor General John Oxley, for this interview. You're welcome, Miss Toby Kay. John Oxley died later that year, age 43. He was born in Kirkham, England, and died in Kirkham, Australia. You can visit Kirkham, which is now a town in New South Wales. That wraps up this interview with one of Australia's first explorers. Thank you, and see you again.